Overworld, and welcome to another episode of Underlords Underground. I'm Josh. I got my fellow Underlords Brent and Brian with me today, and you're probably noticing that we've all got KISS shirts on. And we got the guys from KISS here in the studio with us. That can mean only one thing. We're going to be talking about KISS, the rock band. We all just went and saw the KISS End of the Road World Tour in Omaha, Nebraska, and we're going to review that show here on Underlords Underground today. Talking about the massive production that went into this stage show. Brent, what were your thoughts?
Overall, probably the biggest stage production they've ever done. More bombs, more pyro, more lasers than they've ever done in the past. I've seen KISS probably 30 times or so over the years, and this is definitely the biggest and best stage production they've ever had, without question.
I've never seen so much fire in a concert. It was hotter than hell.
Yeah, it was like the 4th of July inside. But if you have seen KISS sometime over the last 25 years, this is pretty much the same show. Paul flies out over the audience to sing Love Gun. Gene goes up into the rafters to do God of Thunder. The cherry pickers at the end that take Tommy and Gene out over the audience, they're just bigger and bolder than they've ever done before. So it's the same show. One nice little touch, Eric coming out from underneath the stage at the end, the encore, to do Beth. Bet Peter Criss is pissed.
Very touching.
Hurt my heart.
We are the boys of the day, and we just can't find the sound.
You know, regarding the performance, I was just blown away. I'm not quite the KISS veteran that my fellow Underlords are, but I've seen them a number of times, and I'm always amazed at these guys with their makeup and their heavy costumes and equipment. These guys move around like, you know, middle-aged men, as opposed to the old guys that they really are. And, you know, this show was no different. You know, starting to show their age, but still just putting on a fantastic show, and, you know, just a blast to see. Just a real joy.
Now, as far as the vocal performances go, though, you know, Paul's been accused of using backing tracks. What do you guys think about that?
I thought the vocals overall were really, really good. That goes for all the guys. Paul was a little rough and rusty at times, and he doesn't sing the way that he did 20 or 30 years ago. He was rough at times, but I saw no evidence of any backing tracks, no lip syncing. The vocals were solid all across the board. That goes for all the guys.
You know, as far as Paul's vocals go, yeah, I mean, he is rough. He can't sing like he used to. You know, there's clips of him earlier in the tour. There's a specific clip where he's about 5 feet, 10 feet away from the microphone, and you still hear the scream at the beginning of Psycho Circus come out. Clearly there's something there, but the other night in Omaha, at the beginning of Psycho Circus, that scream was clearly authentic because it was clearly not that great. So, you know, I don't know. It didn't look to me. There's too many vocal inflections from night to night if you look from show to show. There's differences. I don't think he's lip syncing at all, honestly. He sounds rough. He does.
Yeah.
So when it comes to the set list, I think that we would agree that it's a pretty middle-of-the-road set. You know, we're talking about greatest hits. So if you want to hear Detroit Rock City, you're going to hear that. You want to hear Shout It Out Loud, they're going to do that one. You want to hear Heaven's on Fire? It's there. You want to hear Rock and Roll All Night? Yep, it's happening. So, you know, if it's your first KISS show and you want to hear all that stuff, those greatest hits, this is going to be a great concert for you. Now, the question I have for my fellow Underlords who are longtime KISS fans is if you could hear them play one song from any album, the entire catalog, what song would you want to hear them play?
I'm going to go with Charisma off the Dynasty. That's a song they've never played live. I'd love to see that at a show.
I think off the cuff, I'll go with Almost Human from the Love Gun album.
Great songs. I'm going to say King of the Nighttime World from Destroyer, or maybe Dark Light from The Elder.
You know, let's throw this out to our fellow Underlord in St. Louis, Larry. See what he thinks.
I don't like Kiss.
So bottom line reaction to this show. What'd you think, Brent?
Overall, great show. This is truly the end of the road, and I believe that it is. It's a great end. Thumbs up.
You know, I drove 2.5 hours after work, saw the show, drove 2.5 hours back, got only a couple hours of sleep, and I don't regret it.
I took time off from work, so I really didn't have any of those problems, but I still loved it as well. It was a great show.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah.
That wraps it up. Check out our links below and stay tuned for an important message about Underlords of the Overworld. Thanks for coming. Friends, as lifelong fans of sci-fi, horror, and rock music, we were compelled to create the greatest rock and roll fantasy adventure ever.
You know what, Josh? We did. Underlords of the Overworld, an origin story.
And if you'd like to read this great novel, simply PayPal us $25 to underlordsmail@gmail.com. Include your name and mailing address, and we'll get one out to you.
You'll love it.
You will.
You will.
You know, Kiss spelled backwards is...